Michelle with Michelle Loves Books. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm putting together my TBR for the Magical Readathon, the NEWTs portion of the Magical Readathon. This is a month-long readathon for the month of August. The host for this readathon is Book Roast, and I will link her information below. This is actually part 2 of the entire magical readathon thing. You're supposed to do the OWLS exams, which I did not complete the OWLS exams when those came around, but I just wanted to participate in the NEWTs portion, so I'm just going to jump ahead to the requirements for my profession, for the profession of my choice. Now, it took me quite a while to understand how to get O's and E's and A's. I finally figured it out. So, the profession that I chose, and excuse me, this copy is not very well, my printer's running out of ink, but the profession that I chose is a Hogwarts Professor. The reason I chose Hogwarts Professor is not only would it just be fun, it is a bit of a challenge, and there is a lot of flexibility to this one because I definitely have some books that I was already in the process of reading that I wanted to fit into the challenges. So this was the best way I could figure out how to do that. In order to be a Hogwarts Professor, you have to score first an O in a subject of your choice. So the subject of my choice is Transfiguration. To get an O, you have to read the prompts for A, E, and O to complete the Transfiguration NEWT and get an O. Those reading challenges are: read a book with LGBTQ representation. So for this prompt, I'm going to go ahead and pick up Simon versus the Homosapiens Agenda by Becky Albertali. It's kind of funny because I used this as my 2 truths and a lie video for the reading rush, and somebody did pick out that I didn't read this book, and so I don't know, when this thing came up I was like, this is the perfect time to go ahead and read this book. Right. The next book for Transfiguration is to read a book that's not a first in the series. Whoa, I dropped that. So for this I'm going to read A Court of Mist and Fury. Yes, this I've already started and I definitely want to complete the series, so this fits that perfectly. And to reach an O, it says, Miss McGonagall does not mess around. Read a book with 500 pages or more. So I did go ahead and pick this other one for this challenge. It has a little over 700 pages, A Court of Wings and Ruin. I know you're not supposed to double up on challenges, but this is a really hefty book as well. 624 pages. So technically this will work as well, but you're not supposed to double up. But this is kind of ambitious. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this many pages, but we will see. We're going to try. It's all we can do. Drop my papers. Next, to become a Hogwarts Professor, you have to get an E in Defense Against the Dark Arts. The first prompt for Defense Against the Dark Arts is a book that's black under the dust jacket. This one was actually kind of difficult because I have mostly paperbacks, but I do have this book. For this I'm picking Throne of Glass, and it is black under the dust jacket. The second prompt is Gilderoy's Memory Charm. Grab a pen and the first book that you remember that's on your TBR, write it down. For this I have picked City of Ashes, so that's going on my TBR. And the last two to get Hogwarts Professor is to get 2 A's in secondary subjects of your choice. So for this I went with Charms. To get an A in Charms, you have to read a book that you think has a gorgeous cover. For this I'm picking A Study in Charlotte. And I just love the color schemes on here. And the writing, the text and everything, I just think it's really pretty. And the last subject is Divination. To get an A in Divination, you have to read a white book. For this, I am choosing Sadie. All right, and that wraps up my TBR for the NEWTs. After this readathon, I'm telling myself I'm going to take a break from readathons because there's some other things that I want to work on for my YouTube channel. And I kind of want to take that pressure off of myself for feeling like I have to read certain books. I have to read so many books. A little life update, my husband and I just started our Final Fantasy again. Final Fantasy 14, it's like a big MMO, and they just came out with another expansion for it. So we finally got it, and we're working on our story questing to catch up in the storyline, and it's just been so much fun getting back into the game. And so I'm definitely going to be splitting my time between reading and normal life stuff and playing my game. So I know I'm probably not going to be reading as much as I normally do, but it's for a good cause. You know, having other things like playing games is really important too. So yeah, that wraps up my August TBR, and I cannot wait to see what you guys are going to be reading for the NEWTs test.
Hey,
and I'll see you later. Bye.